Good evening, guys. Once again, this is the Club of the Man 1993, and I am live one more time tonight for my live review of tonight's episode of Smackdown, the April 16th, 2021 edition of Smackdown that took place at the WWE Thunderdome at the Yuengling Center in Tampa, Florida. Finally got it right. Yes, again, the Thunderdome has moved once again, maybe for the last time, who knows. But yeah, they will now be taking place from now till God knows who knows when at the Yuengling Center now in Tampa, Florida. I think University of South Florida basically is the campus they're on currently now. As they did move there, of course, this past Monday night on Raw. If I did not acknowledge it, then that stream, I apologize. I cannot remember. We'll talk about SmackDown. SmackDown, as normal. This was a decent show. I wouldn't say it was that great. There really wasn't any surprises, or such, or something you would expect from the week of like a SmackDown after Mania episode. No, none of that at all. Definitely better than Raw. SmackDown did prove to me tonight there's some things I can still look forward to on this show. There's some things that at least makes SmackDown watchable. And I look back at it, and really the only show, after going through WrestleMania week and having moments of me just, questioning, my wrestling fandom, to me, the only show I really see myself doing that all the time to, again, is Monday Night Raw. So, I feel like I still have reasons to talk about SmackDown. I still feel I have reasons to talk about AEW. And NXT, too. It's just Raw. It's just Raw that is chewing off my brain cells. I mean, yes, SmackDown's been hit or miss at times. There is still stuff, though, to look forward to on this show. Especially the story they were starting to tell tonight, leading into an upcoming challenger for Roman Reigns' Universal Championship, which, based off how this show ended, that'll be at WrestleMania Backlash, which is now looking like it's not going to happen there. Money in the Bank. This could be a summer-long build, maybe, to a match at SummerSlam, by chance? We'll have to wait and see. All I can say is, it looks like WWE is starting to head into a direction with another superstar. Now, I don't want to get my hopes up. They're keeping the suspense on it pretty good. And based off of WWE's history, do you trust them to capitalize with the opportunity that they're teasing right here? And the very good match they are teasing us with right here. We will have to wait and see. But let's talk about this episode of SmackDown, and then I'm going to bed. Well, I will have a turn alert to record also, that I want to do very quick as well. So the show opens up with the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, acknowledge him as he won the main event of WrestleMania 37 this past Sunday. Roman Reigns comes out with Paul Heyman and Jey Uso. Heyman and Reigns glow over their victory at WrestleMania, and mentions all their accolades of Edge and Daniel Bryan. But however, he notes that Sunday night he proved once and for all, not only is he the head of the table, not only is he the Tribal Chief, not only is he the guy, the main event, but he is on a whole other level than everyone else. And now, he honestly believes there's nobody else on his level. There's no one else for him to, have to worry about. So he says, well, my work is done here. I'm off for the rest of the night. Let's get out of here, boys. As he's leaving, out comes Cesaro. Which, by the way, let me just say this. This show, they beat to death and showed that UFO airplane maneuver that Cesaro did at WrestleMania on Sunday quite a few times. Maybe a tad bit too many, but quite a few times they did that airplane. They showed that. But I was not upset. Because if this is WWE, doing what they love to do and just rub things in and everything, this time it's like, you know what? You should be. Because this is a talent you should have realized you had long, long, long ago. So, them constantly mentioning Cesaro's UFO, totally cool with it. Totally fine with it. Heck, I hope he does it again. I hope he does it on the Tribal Chief and becomes the freaking Universal Champion. We'll wait and see, of course, but I'd love to see it. But all you've got to do, WWE, is just give Cesaro that one shot. You gave him that one shot, giving him his first ever singles match at WrestleMania, and he knocked it way, way, way out of the ballpark. It literally circumnavigated the globe, basically. So, you can't tell me, after beating to death his UFO, and giving him the opportunity you're giving him, and he is just killing it like we all expected, there is no excuse now for WWE to not at least give Cesaro a world title shot. Which, looking at it, is probably going to be happening soon. But based off how the show ended, of course, though, I don't know if we're going to be getting it at WrestleMania Backlash or not. I'd say we're probably going to have to wait. And probably see another rematch between Rollins and Cesaro, which I'll get to my stipulation in a second, at WrestleMania Backlash. But as he came out, they had a stare down, and Roman goes to leave. And then Cesaro then later on asks for a match with Roman Reigns later on the show. Does not be a championship, but he just wants to do what he said Roman said no one else could do. Step up to him. He wants to step up, and he wants to show him what he's got. As, of course, later on in the show, where Paul Heyman was interviewed, basically they teased saying that, Cesaro was going to get the match with Roman, but instead it ended up getting, the match with Jey Uso. Of course, everyone who wants to fight Roman Reigns has to get through Jey Uso first, as we expected. Although this one, again, it was a little bit of a different twist on it. We also had Rey Mysterio defeating Otis by pinfall, just because. And again, Otis is still being a heel does not sit well with me. Sami Zayn comes out and cuts a promo that he claims he was once again screwed because he was too worried about Logan Paul at WrestleMania, which brings out Kevin Owens, and he's like, "You're still doing this, really?" Then they had a match, and Sami Zayn, who just after a while realized he couldn't beat Kevin Owens, accepted a loss by countout. Owens went back to the ramp and beat the crap out of him. So I don't know if this is over yet or not. Also, I don't know. I still feel they should have done a stipulation at WrestleMania. Again, my thing, still was the I Quit idea. That way, if one of them are to lose against each other, to avoid any excuses, all you have to do is see that person say I quit, as I've said. But, I don't know. We'll see where that goes, if it even goes anywhere. Apollo Crews also says he is interviewed with his commander Azes, whatever how you pronounce his last name, his sidekick, which was like in his Dabba Kato, it's just a different name. But basically say he was going to give Big E a rematch tonight, but Big E is not here on SmackDown. So we'll see if he gives him a rematch. If it was on somebody new. I kind of hope. Again, Big E could get a rematch. Big E could, benefit from still being IC champion, but Apollo needs it more. But we'll see what Apollo has up his sleeve. Street Profits host a celebration with Montez's former real-life wife, the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Bianca Belair, who just basically talked a simple, blueprinted face champion story about how, like, a year earlier when she first debuted at WrestleMania 36, she ever saw herself, main eventing and winning. But, hey, she's allowed to dream, and she's not going to be afraid to admit that she dreamed it. But she thanks, everything, that happened to get involved with it, and just to say, being thankful for history. As exactly what Bianca Belair's title reign symbolizes. Again, it symbolizes history. Sasha Banks didn't seem to impress as she stormed away after she was trying to be interviewed. Also, after that, we have the Street Profits. Well, also we have Bayley wanting to get her hands in the bowl as well. Maybe not yet, because they're already doing a triple threat match with with Rhea, Charlotte, and Asuka most likely at Backlash. So maybe not two triple threat matches for the women. Do something different, maybe. Just my opinion. We had the Street Profits then taking on the Dirty Dogs for the SmackDown Women's Tag Titles, because now all of a sudden they're finally right after giving the other teams a shot, even though there really isn't any other teams. They had a solid match. I really wanted the Street Profits to win the tag titles back, though. Again, Ziggler and Rude have just done absolutely nothing since winning those tag titles. Like, just nothing really appealing to me at all. So, like, how they would give back the Street Profits, they did not. Montez Ford had hit didn't even know, but they had Rude was tagged out, and Montez Ford hit shoot, lost my train of thought there. Who did they take on again? Oh yeah, Montez Ford hit his splash on Robert Roode until he realized that Dolph Ziggler had tricked him, and Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode retained the tag titles, which is a little disappointing, but you can't do any worse to this tag team division right now. That's for sure. So they retained. And then Cesaro was getting ready for his match with Jey Uso. Jey Uso also promised to show Cesaro why he is called main event Jey Uso. Natalya also defeated Shayna Baszler in another dumb match. Why are we continuing this feud as well? Who the heck knows? And then the main event was Cesaro and Jey Uso, which was going good, but then it ended in a DQ because as Cesaro was swinging Jey, Seth Rollins came out and attacked, and basically knowing that this is not finished and it won't finish until he says so, basically. So yeah, that's SmackDown. Again, we are on the road again to seeing Cesaro hopefully get that long-awaited singles push and that title shot he most definitely deserves. But I'll give SmackDown a C+. It was a decent show. I mean, again, I liked the stuff with Cesaro, but everything else was just fine. I mean, I'll also give a lot of props to, again, Bianca's promo. I thought that was really good, but the rest of the show, it just was what it was. So I gave the show a C+. Live chat. We've got Lauren. Again, I will do a video talking about the releases probably on Sunday. I do have plans tomorrow. They're keeping that title on Roman until he meets The Rock at Mania. Possibly. We'll see. Unless if Cesaro dethrones him. But, if they want to do him and Rock for the title at Mania next year, completely cool with me. What do you think of Drew and Lashley? Like I said, I thought they had a good match at Mania, but I don't think they need to have any more matches right now. Again, I love Drew, but now is the time to say, okay, Drew, you lost your rematch, time to move on. Now they give him another shot, I don't get that. The roster is all heel champs except for Bianca, pretty much, and she's checking out. Thank you, Lauren. Okay, but again, I gave the show a C+. And yeah, I'm going to try to squeeze in a quick turn alert, but I'm going to go to bed. Sunday, most likely, I will do that video regarding the releases. But, I want to just do these reviews from now on, whenever I feel like it. I mean, at least every show except for Raw right now, it has something that intrigues me. So, we'll see how it goes. Again, try and do some new things on this channel also soon. Get back to my Harry Potter Let's Play. Maybe try to start a sitcom review soon. So I have one in mind, of course, of what I'm going to do first. But, we'll see where that goes. Guys, once again, what are your thoughts on SmackDown this week? Make sure to leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Again, I gave it a C+. And be sure to always slap a like on the video and subscribe for more content on my channel. And follow me on Twitter at DemandAirBoy93. Till then, guys, I'm checking out. Have a good night. I'll see you later. Stay safe out there. Peace out, everybody.